Welcome back to the Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness playthrough, where in the last part we got ourselves a Teddiursa and we evolved our Eevee into a Flareon.
And don't forget the Ledyba.
Yes, and we also got a Ledyba. And tonight we shall be capturing another Shadow Pokemon on top of a lighthouse. As we talk,
which is interesting.
Yes, as we talk to this very muscular, short-haired bodybuilder. There's an obvious joke to be made here, but I shall refrain from that.
Good for you.
Yes.
Anyways, for the viewers just wondering, why did you pick to evolve Eevee into Flareon?
I chose Flareon because I have done several runs of Pokemon XD beforehand, but I haven't ever actually done one. Well, I think I have done one with Flareon beforehand, but I never actually beat the game. I've done this with previous evolutions, which is why I'm going for Flare, but I haven't done it with Flareon, and I'm not entirely sure about Jolteon, so that's why I'm going with Flareon. And also, in all honesty, I actually kind of like Flareon.
Right.
A lot of the Pokemon that I will be capturing throughout this playthrough will be Pokemon that I actually haven't done in any of my playthroughs. Now, Poochyena is the Shadow Pokemon we're capturing, obviously. In all honesty, I think Poochyena is actually quite a useful Pokemon. It's definitely nowhere near any of the best Pokemon you can capture for it, but it can definitely be useful and good. Funny story, in one of my Pokemon runs, I remember I released Poochyena once I captured Zook's Zangoose, because that's obviously going to happen. It's just foreshadowing. And I had to actually get my Poochyena back because at one point in the game I came across the Shedinja and none of my Pokemon knew a super effective move against it.
So, no fire type moves, no flying, no rock,
no,
etc.
No moves like that, and no moves like Toxic or Will-O-Wisp.
Sandstorm, maybe?
No, I didn't have any moves like that on me.
Ah.
Although I might have had Thunder Wave, since, well, I had a Pokemon in there that would have known Thunder Wave, but not entirely sure what good that would have done.
Not much to a shed, really.
Yeah.
And I should know, I've raised a Shedinja to level 100 once on my Pokemon Ruby.
Yeah.
The same game where I raised Dunsparce.
Hooray, Dunsparce!
I'm going to take a quote from Sugar Conroy here, but I believe that thing might be on hydraulics.
Yeah, I do know Sugar Conroy is doing a Pokemon XD playthrough, but I haven't been watching it. Not only because I've somewhat... I don't know, I kind of lost interest in Sugar Conroy, but also I'm not going to watch it because I'm doing it right now. I'm doing a Pokemon XD playthrough right now, so I don't want to get any ideas from it. Although Sugar Conroy is actually a nice person. I remember back in, 4 years ago, I sent him a private message asking, hey, I was just wondering, can you maybe recommend any good capture cards for me? And yeah, he recommended this one here. He had well over 100,000 subscribers. It might have been, I'm not entirely sure how many he has now, but it must have maybe been like 300,000 at that time. Now we are fighting a sailor who really loves singing. Somewhat interesting because Whismur has soundproof and obviously cannot hear sounds.
Obviously he's a bad singer.
Yeah. From what I can remember, Maril does have very good hearing though.
Oh yeah. Poor Maril having to suffer with the guy singing. And there goes Maril.
Yeah. Now, of course, getting a buff by getting a dual fairy type in Generation 6.
Yep.
And that was Sailor Bost, who gave us 96 Pokédollars. If only those 2 digits were flipped around.
I see what you did there.
Yep. And that's TM45, which is Attract. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it would have been in... I don't know if there was if you could get Attract as TM in Generation 2, but yeah, from like...
Yeah, you could get Attract because Whitney gave it out. And I think it's the same number.
It might have been. I do obviously know
that...
tank though! Yeah, in Generations 3, 4, and 5, I definitely know Attract is TM45. I can't remember whether or not it gets included in Generation 6. Now, if you'll notice, Teddiursa, his meter has gone down a bit, and basically now he has learned a new move, which is Lick. Basically, yeah, as the shadow meter goes down in certain increments, your Pokemon will relearn certain moves, which is useful.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Navigator Burke. You know, sometimes I wonder who on earth would name their child Burke. But then again, I also wonder who would name their child Knob. I don't know, maybe the Pokemon world is just full of people with ridiculous names.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
And this is the Krabby Club. Interesting side note, throughout your Pokemon journey, you will not actually battle any Krabby, and I don't think you battle any Kingler either. At least in the main adventure. I don't know whether or not in the after story rather, you could...
What about Mount Battle, maybe?
Maybe in Mount Battle, but like that wouldn't be until the very that wouldn't be until like the very later stages. But yeah, definitely during the main story arc, you wouldn't actually be battling any Krabby or Kingler. And that guy we just spoke to, I'm sorry for just being kind of late with these things, but yeah, that guy we spoke to, he just basically tells you how happy your Pokemon are. I can't remember if he gives you a reward if your Pokemon is at max happiness.
Hmm.
And we go back to the Pokemon HQ lab, rather. It's in glorious high definition.
Oh, look in the background, there's Pineco.
Yay! Pineco is way better than Memos. I don't know. I don't think I've ever read these memos. But then again, I've played the game so often that they probably wouldn't really add anything of value.
Yeah, they're just about worthless in my case.
Yeah. Nope, she's not there.
Where is she?
So yeah, what is your thoughts on the game, Tyrant?
I've played the game myself, and I actually enjoyed this game a lot.
I do too. That's obviously why I'm doing a playthrough of it.
I still never got the special Chikorita, Cyndaquil and Turtledile from Mount Battle though.
Yeah, me neither, but then again, one thing I noticed is that once you beat the game, generally your Pokemon will be at, is that the level spike from Mount Battle, tends to actually be really high from when you first beat it. Well, by that I mean that, like, your Pokemon will be around a certain level, like, I don't know, I think it's around about level 50, and then, like, at one point in Mount Battle, it's like, you're battling Pokemon at level 45 or so, and then, like, right after that battle area, you go straight up to level 60.
which makes things quite difficult if you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Although I have seen a level 5 Rattata beat level 100 Shuckle once.
Me too. And I have seen a level 37 Venomoth beat a level 62 Dragonite. Thanks to Twitch Plays Pokemon. Anyway, we have to go off to Agate Village, basically a huge retirement home full of huge
If you play Colosseum, you'll recognise Agate.
Yes, this is actually the first area which comes back from Colosseum.
Technically the second. Oh yeah, this is the first.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep.
I forgot.
No, it's fine, don't worry about it. Anyway, here's Agate Village, where we will be talking to that old guy. See you guys in part 4.
See ya.